Well, welcome everyone to an Unlocking Fun in Battle Simulator 2. Today we are looking at your basic guards troop strategy for online, which I need to take one away. So I see this a lot in online. I guess it could be a good strategy against weaker opponents, but I'm just going to focus on it today and show you how you can make it better. On this side, we have what kind of reminisces my old strategy. So, the old strategy always had the wolf with the two sentinels in the back, and I kind of modified it today to be more like my modern strategies. So I got 10 spearmen up front, and then I filled out the rest with crossbowmen, of course. And let's see how the guard strategy does against my old strategy. It's doing actually pretty well. This is why I don't like epics, because they use up so many points that could be used for crossbowmen or cavalry or spearmen, and they just, numbers is better than power for this game. That's why I'm using epics for this. See the last one? Oh no, there's one over there. Alright, so even against this weaker strategy of mine, the guards found themselves at a loss because they couldn't kill cavalry. Now, one thing that can kill cavalry is ranged troops, but not any ranged troops. Okay? For the ranged troops for your strategy, let's go ahead and lay down like a 50-50. So we'll lay down 25 guards here. There we go. A nice little spread of guards. And the ranged troops that you don't want to use are archers, AK-47s, and M16s. They are not good for taking out cavalry. Pirates are really good for taking out cavalry. Even ninjas are good. Mages are good. And, of course, musketeers and crossbowmen are good. So, we're going to do this using the personal favorite of crossbow, bringing up to 5,000 points with just lines of crossbowmen behind the guards. And we're going to do my great weak strategy, my great weakest strategy. I don't know how to label it. It's a really great strategy, but it's my weakest strategy. So, I don't know. My weakest strategy versus this now new and improved version of the guards strategy. Just about to put the more spearmen. Don't need that. Don't need it at all. We need the crossbowmen. I gotta make sure I get to 5,000 and not above it. I'm used to online where I can just swipe my finger to my heart's content and it'll stop me. Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. Alright, so they got 75 troops, or the guard strategy has 75 troops, of course, and then my strategy has 83. Let's see how this goes. Some of the guards already broke through, getting right to the crossbowmen, as they should. A lot of them are occupied with the cavalry. So the crossbowmen over here are not completely doing their job taking care of that cavalry. You got the cavalry still alive. The numbers on the red team are replenishing. We got one guard over here just running around. Now, the only difference I want to make here, and this is something you guys can mess around with, is change the number of melee troops, the number of guards you have here. Buckaroo, come here. Alright, so I'm going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 guards. And let's just fill out the rest with the crossbowmen like we did. Let's not put any cavalry in. Let's see how well just the meeting of guards and crossbowmen does. Alright, so now the guard strategy is becoming a crossbowman strategy and it has 93. Let's see how it does against my worst strategy. I'm calling it my worst strategy, but I have other bad strategies that I use specifically for people who have a rank below 1,000 on the online server, on the online matches. So they are actually killing the cavalry pretty well now. I don't think I see any more guards. And it looks like it actually beat my strategy. So look at that. If you turn your guard strategy around and only use about 7 guards and put crossbowmen or musketeers or even pirates in a line behind them, you'll be able to beat me. Oops. Just trying to zoom out. And it's pretty much that easy. One thing I do recommend is using spearmen instead, because you can get more of them out there and it creates a better ratio for you. So you can put out 10 spearmen for the price of 6 guards. So you put out 10 spearmen and it gives you 3,375 health amongst 10 different guys that can help take out each one of my cavalry units. Or they can break through and start attacking my line, you know. Or you can do axes, gladiators, shields. Don't do berserkers or men, of course, because they have 25 health. 3 of them equals 75 health. 1 of them is 37 and a half health. The math is not good for the man. And again, for the ranged troops, you want to be using crossbowmen or musketeers, or a combination of the two. And you can use a combination of the melee troops as well. You can go ahead and try and throw some cavalry in there like I did. You can even... I wouldn't throw any heavies in there, but if you do, make it ballistas or organ guns. Do not use cannons, catapults, hwachas, or trebuchet. You can use ninjas, but probably the best here is pirates. Don't use bombs. Don't use giants. Don't use wizard. Don't use the mage towers. Use the mage. But, very sparingly. They're not a great, like if you make a big line like I'm doing with the crossbowmen, they're not going to survive long, and they're not going to hit their targets that often. It's not going to be, they're actually not all that great. And I don't like using epics anymore, but if you want to throw an epic in there, I would throw a minigun or a rhino or a fire dragon. Wolves are basically strong ballistas, and you can use a whole bunch more ballistas in the same point range as one of those guys. I mean, you can use 2 ballistas, and then put some shields in front of them for the defense, you know. So 2 ballistas is 700, a wolf is 1200, so 5 shields, just like that, and that's probably better. You know, let's test it right now. Let's do it. We got 5 shields, if I can get 5 shields. And 2 ballistas. The good thing about the 2 ballistas is you can separate them. And wolf, I mean, you can't separate them. So we got 7 troops versus 1 troop. Let's see how this goes. Oh crap. So far so good. We've only lost 1. Look at that. So don't use wolves. Use ballistas and shields instead. And don't use just a bunch of guards. Use crossbowmen instead. Thank you everyone for watching this Unlocking Fun. Hope you had a good time. Check out my playlist over here to see what other strategies I've come up with. I'm going to try and come out with skills plays and unlocking funds for this game specifically on a daily basis, or at the very least like 3 or 4 days out of the week, because everybody loves this game and I love this game. Have a good one, guys.